On July 2, 2015, 6-month-old Ember Sky Graham disappeared from her crib, reported missing by her father, Matthew Graham. Less than 2 weeks later, on July 13th, Matthew Graham was dead, killed in a standoff with police. Mike Sargenti was there when the bullets were fired that ended the life of the last man who may have known where baby Ember was.
I'm here with my cup, and I look up and I see a helicopter flying around, and I'm thinking something's going on one of the streets, some other illegal activity or something.
Little did Mike Sargenti know that crisp July morning would soon turn into a day he and his wife would never forget.
I told Julie, who's working right over here, I said, we need to get in the house. And she said, why? I said, there's cops down there. They want us to get in the house.
Seconds later,
it's drop the weapon. We heard it very, very clearly. Drop the weapon, put it down. Gunfire erupted. And it was bang, 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 bang. You know, it was so loud it was deafening.
Sargenti's home was the scene of a standoff between 13 police officers and one man, Matthew Graham, the father of missing baby Ember Graham.
It stopped for a few seconds and then it started again, about the same amount of gunfire.
This is where Matthew Graham's story ended. After failing to surrender to police, they fired dozens of shots, riddling the side of Mike Sargenti's garage with bullet holes and killing Graham, possibly the last person to know where baby Ember was.
I've got bullet holes. There's 4 or 5 of them in there in the house. This one, which is the most sobering of all of them to me, because you can see where it's at, and it wasn't probably 30 seconds coming through this door, Julie and I, that bullet hit that right there.
Matthew Graham was a person of interest in the disappearance of his daughter and a carjacking near Shasta Lake, leading police on a manhunt that spanned several days in 2 counties, ending in Mike Sargenti's garage.
When you find out something like the individual was just on the other side of a sheet metal panel, you kind of sense chills up and down your spine.
In the days following Graham's death, Sargenti looked for his own answers as to what happened.
And I realized that when it happened, somebody lost a husband and somebody lost a son.
So he reached out to the Graham family, who visited Sargenti at his home.
We spent the afternoon together crying and telling our story, and getting to know each other on a more personal level.
They shared memories of the son and father, and Sargenti shared what he believed was a memento left behind by Graham.
Glad I didn't throw that can away, because his brothers came and got it, and when they saw the can, they knew it was his brand, and it got a little emotional after that.
Sargenti doesn't know why he did it, but like the family, he had questions about how Matthew died.
Holes going that way. There are a few holes coming in, and so it tells you that there was some gunfire in different directions.
Matthew's mother going as far as hiring a private investigation firm to look into the case and Ember's disappearance.
It's a tragic event. You know, he didn't surrender, and he was shot and killed for stealing a car, in my opinion.
Sargenti says meeting Graham's relatives helped him make sense of a chaotic July morning.
That was part closure for me. That's really what I felt I needed to have take place. I needed to meet somebody. I needed to meet Mom or his wife or somebody.
Now, like the family, his focus is not on what happened, but on finding baby Ember Graham, still missing nearly a year and a half later.
We just hope to find the baby someday. We just want to find the baby. That's what the focus is now.
The Shasta County Sheriff's Office said in a statement that Ember's case is still open and they continue to follow up on leads. If you have any information or if you saw something unusual in the Happy Valley or Ono area of Shasta County at the time of Ember's disappearance, call the Shasta County Sheriff's Office. In studio, Matt Jordan, NBC5 News.